Hi, and welcome to the Anti-Politica channel. It's been a while. Today is Wednesday, May 3rd, and today I'd like to talk about how we, the people, may be able to counter some troubling recent trends of increased concentration of business and banks in particular. And one of the recent troubling trends, which is hedge funds buying up homes and pricing out of the market many first-time home buyers. This may not be easy to implement, may not be legal, but the idea of we the people and our sovereignty is that we could basically change laws and legal frameworks. And as they say, politics is downstream from culture. So maybe the first step is to talk about some bold ideas and see how they resonate with the masses. Here's the idea. How about if we basically introduce maybe another constitutional amendment that guarantees a right to a home? Right now, if you own your home, your right to basically own your home is contingent upon you paying your government taxes on the fact that you own your home, property taxes. So how about if we say, no, your constitutional right to own a home, a piece of land or house or wherever you live should be constitutionally guaranteed and not contingent about you being a good boy or a girl or transgender and paying your government for the right to basically own your home. And then all others could continue to pay property taxes if they have surplus of homes, so to speak, or if they have multiple homes. This would give a nice advantage to any homeowner who doesn't have any additional homes, and those big hedge funds buying up homes would face a little bit of a hurdle, and this would give a little bit of a push to first-time home buyers. Now you may go like, well, but we still need taxes. How would that work? Well, if we look at the statistics, less than 60% of the homes are occupied by the owners of those homes. So that basically means that if we eliminate property taxes on those homes, we will basically have a shortfall of 59.1% in our budget. However, if we double the tax on the remaining homes, that's 40.9, the government could still collect 81.8% of the property taxes which it is collecting right now. So we could basically say, let's give homeowners a break and no more property taxes on your first home, on your residence. If you have additional homes, we double your tax rate on those and see how that goes. And if the government has to cover a shortfall of 18.2%, so be it. Governments may be able to become more efficient, which is another video that I'm planning. Governments, sorry, suck it up. You have a shortfall of 18.2%. Additional homes, we double your property tax, and your owner-occupied homes, you don't pay any tax on your property. So this would be a huge boost to all residents of the United States who reside in their own home and don't have any additional property. Moreover, so this would be some welcome leveling of the playing field in favor of the small guy. And relatively wealthy individuals, say you have a home in New York and you have a home in Florida, some sort of a moderately wealthy individual, they would be basically where they are right now. If anything, they can declare their residence or pick to have a tax break on the more expensive home. So even they would see a bit of a benefit. A person owning 3 homes can again probably declare the most expensive one their primary residence, so their overall tax expenditure would not go uh, by much. It would go up by less than 50%. And then the big guys, the really healthy people with multiple properties, many of which that they're not renting out and so forth, would feel the pinch, and that would be a bummer. But in the current environment in which big businesses are gobbling up small businesses, especially after COVID pandemic that benefited big business at the expense of many small businesses, and the current consolidation of the banks and so forth, maybe we as society, as the public, as the owners of this republic, because everybody's vote should count the same, can reassert ourselves and say, okay, how about this? We do this to level the playing field and give a break to the first time home buyers, and go back to the idea of you'll own something and you'll be happy, and kind of stop that process of increased concentration of wealth and economic power in this country. And this could be a universal principle. This is something that maybe other countries can think about as well. This idea of right to a home that's constitutionally guaranteed and is not made contingent upon you paying your taxes. Finally, you may think, well, this will increase rental prices because property management companies will be now paying higher property taxes. I have to say that I don't agree, because this would be a fixed cost. It's not a variable cost. So they will continue to behave just like they've been behaving so far, which is trying to maximize whatever they can get out of those properties. So I don't think that argument holds. And if anything, in this country we have some 7.9% of properties that are unoccupied. So if anything, if owners of those properties start feeling a bit of a pinch, and maybe some of them may actually end up being motivated to put those properties to use, start renting them out and so forth. So paradoxically, this measure may actually end up decreasing rents as more properties are pushed into the rental market. So just an idea. How about that? So let's start our discussion about that, and maybe eventually a lot of people will say, hey, that may be a good idea, and then we can pressure our politicians to implement this. Why should the big guys and lobbyists have the upper hand all the time? Maybe we can exert some populist pressure on our elected representatives. Just a thought. By the way, I'm very pro capitalism. I'm pro free market, but one big component of that is being decentralized and having fair competition among many participants. And unfortunately, we are seeing with the concentration of business and big hedge funds, the game is becoming rigged in their favor. So as radical as this may seem, it may be something that eventually saves the idea of capitalism and free markets. So with that, thank you all so much. I'll see you soon.